So good morning, class. And why I'm saying you know it. Okay. Now coming on to your question answers, the long answers of motions of the earth, E. Now E1 is differentiate between the summer and winter solstice. Now the answer is here. E1, you will divide the page into two halves. First side you'll write summer solstice, the other side winter, and you will write the answer. First point, the summer solstice occurs when the sun reaches its highest point in the northern hemisphere. Then in the winter solstice, first point, winter solstice is when sun reaches its lowest point in the northern hemisphere. Number two, the regions receive direct sunlight on the earth. Winter solstice, second point, the region does not receive direct sunlight on the earth. Number three, days are longer and nights are shorter. Then in winter solstice, third point, nights are longer and days are shorter. Fourth point, the summer solstice occurs every year on 21st June. Fourth point for winter solstice, winter solstice falls on 22nd December. This is your E1 answer. I hope I'm clear with it. Those who wish to take a screenshot, one of you can take it. It gets in the chat box. Only one can take the screenshot if you want to. Coming to the next one. Why does the southern hemisphere experiences winter and summer solstice in different times than that of the northern hemisphere? Answer 2. Can you see the answer? Regardless of the time of the year, the northern and the southern hemispheres always experience opposite seasons. This is because during summer or winter, one part of the planet is more directly exposed to the rays of the sun than the other. And this position changes as the Earth revolves on its orbit. This is your E2. Now, I have tried to give you the shortest possible meaningful answers. If you'll see in your books, the explanation of this particular answer will be very, very long. But I don't want very long answers. I want my children to understand things and to do them also. Coming to E3, how does the phenomena of seasons occur? This is your E3 answer. Now, everywhere where I have put a double dash with red color will be written in points. So the first point is, it is seen that when the sun shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June, the northern hemisphere enjoys the summer season and the southern hemisphere enjoys the winter season. Number two, as the sun travels southward, it is vertically overhead at the equator on 23rd September. Thus, the northern hemisphere enjoys the autumn season and the southern hemisphere enjoys the spring season. Number three, as the sun reaches its maximum southern limit on 22nd December, its position is vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. Thus, the southern hemisphere enjoys the summer season while the northern hemisphere enjoys the winter season. Fourth point, the sun moves northward and on 21st March, its position is vertically overhead at the equator. Thus, the northern hemisphere enjoys the spring season and the southern hemisphere enjoys the autumn season. This is your E3 answer. Now, E4 has two parts. Differentiate between rotation and revolution. This is A. And B is summer and winter solstice. Now, A, I will be giving you right now here. Rotation and revolution. Differentiate between this. This is the A, 4A. So the answer is, you'll divide the page into two. Rotation. The movement of the Earth on its axis is called rotation. Revolution, first point. The movement of the Earth around the Sun is called revolution. Second point, the Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation. Second point for revolution, the Earth takes about 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 56 seconds to complete one revolution. Rotation, third point. Rotation is also known as the daily motion of the Earth. Revolution, third point. Revolution is also known as the annual motion of the Earth. Fourth point, rotation gives the concept of day. Fourth point for revolution, revolution gives the concept of year. Last point, it causes days and nights. Revolution, last point, it causes seasons. Now this is your answer E4, A. Now E4B is summer and winter solstice. For summer and winter solstice, it is just the same as this one, as E1. So you will write in front of the question 4A, you will write same as E1. That's it. Now, I just needed to give this short meeting so that you can finish off the chapter. Now you all can go. I hope you have understood. Raise your thumb. Okay, lovely class. Good. Children, how do I get these main images? Like right now I can see